Hey guys. Say hey. That's way for real. Okay. So some of you guys wanted to see like topic videos of like what we eat, and I thought it'd be fun to make a video on banana bread. All the sweetness that is in here is from like actual whole foods, so there's no sugar, no artificial sweeteners, and there's not even honey or maple syrup, which I think are fine in moderation, but this one's got none of that, so it's pretty cool. And the sweetness comes from medjool dates, and I got these at Costco because you get a lot of them for a great price. And then also the rest of the sweetness comes from bananas, but don't look at my bananas. They're kind of gross looking. They're very, very ripe. Maybe too ripe. I might have let them go ripe too long. I'm gonna add a little bit of cinnamon this time, and I think the best part of these muffins is to have pecans in them. So let's get started. All right, first I'm gonna do 1.5 cups of milk. And the milk we get is actually raw milk, and we get it from a farmer around here. It's grass-fed, and so it's very well loved. You can use whatever type of milk you have. We prefer any kind of organic milk, or grass-fed milk is good. Non-homogenized is also very good. There's a lot of good selection at Earth Fare, but definitely if you can get some local milk, it's good. And a 1/2 cup of water. Bananas, which look very gross. They're just very, very ripe, and they've been in the fridge a day or so. Bananas, and I'm gonna use 24 dates. And with dates, you definitely want to take out the pits in them. I usually just kind of break them open like that, and then you'll see the hard pit in there. You don't want that, but you want that part. And so now I'm gonna get 24 of these. Now I'm gonna put 4 eggs in here. Whoops. Hopefully you can crack better than me and not drop shells. Uh-oh. And these eggs we got from a farmer around here too, which is always good to get eggs and food. Just really in general, it's good to get food locally, but if you can't, that's fine. Just get what you can get. And then about a teaspoon of vanilla. And I don't really like measuring, just kind of eyeball it. And we use this Simply Organic vanilla, and it's organic, and there's no high fructose corn syrup in it to help sweeten it, so it's pretty good. So now I'm gonna blend all this goodness up. And I just blend that for about 2 minutes. You just wanna make sure it's really well blended. It looks like that. All right, now I'm gonna put my dry ingredients in the bowl. And for my flour, I'm gonna use this King Arthur white whole wheat flour. I like this flour because it's not bleached or bromated, but it's still a whole wheat flour, and it's not enriched either, which is usually not good because things that are enriched, basically they are stripping it of all it's so processed that it's stripped of all its nutrients. Uh-oh, there you go. They have to go back and add like synthetic vitamins to it, so we're trying to stick with kind of the whole foods theme, so I like this flour because of that. And the fact that it's white whole wheat, it's still a whole grain, but it is much lighter and tastes more like white flour. Texture is very similar to white flour, but it's definitely much better. So I'm gonna get 3.5 cups of flour, and see, you can kind of see what the flour looks like. It's very thin and very fine. I think it works really well. Also, if you're gluten-free or not, and just don't want to do wheat flour, you can pretty much probably sub any type of flour here. Oh, are you helping? Of course, some flours you might have to make different measurements, but you could definitely sub in any type of flour here. Now I'm going to add 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder, and I use this Rumford aluminum-free baking powder. It's from Earth Fare, and it is non-GMO. It does have cornstarch in it, but it is non-genetically modified, which is good. So I like that stuff. And I'm gonna add a little bit of baking soda, just a 1/2 teaspoon. And last time I made these, I did not put any cinnamon in them, but I thought, cinnamon? Did I just say cinnamon?
I don't know.
Cinnamon. I'm gonna put some cinnamon in them, and I feel like cinnamon in them.
Cinnamon in them?
Cinnamon in them. I'm going to put some cinnamon in here just because I think it would add a little something and make it taste even more delicious. And then 1.5 cups of chopped pecans. These are just plain raw pecans. I don't think I have a full 1.5 cup, which is kind of sad because they're very delicious and they're not even chopped. So I need to chop them. So what I'm gonna do, because I'm all about minimizing the amount of dirty dishes I have to do, is first of all, I'm gonna use this little beater just to kind of whisk the dry ingredients together, because I'm gonna be using that later and I don't want to do dirty dishes. And then what I'm gonna do is go ahead and add everything from the blender. I'm gonna go ahead and put in here and start mixing that in, and then when the blender's empty I can actually chop my pecans in the blender and then just kind of dump all that in there, because like I said, nobody wants to wash dishes, so we like to use as little as possible. I'm going to go ahead and pour all of this into my dry ingredients. Ooh, I should have gotten a bigger bowl. Alright, now I'm going to come over here and chop up my nuts. Yum! Easy. And then I'll put those in here. And I'm just going to stir it all up really good. Blend it all together. And then once it's all blended, I've got my oven preheated to 375, and I've got my muffin tin ready, and I actually have these little like silicone, oh gosh, this is not good. Whoops, we'll clean that up in a minute. Alright, I've got these little silicone muffin liners, which are really cool because they're reusable, and you don't have to like spray the pan because they don't stick to them. I like them, so you don't have to use them, but they're fun to use. And then as soon as this is ready, I'll just dump them in there. And I'm probably gonna have to do 2 batches because I did make a double batch because, you know, you get double the muffins. I had everything to do it for twice. Go big or go home. I like to fill them pretty high because I like bigger muffins and I like them to come above. Just my preference. You don't have to, but it makes up quite a bit of muffins. I'm gonna put them in there for 15 to 18 minutes. Last time I did these, I'm gonna do 18 because last time I did these, I'm pretty sure it took even longer than 18. You know, just stick your toothpick in when they look done, they're done, kind of thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and set it at 18, and then I'll come back in 18 minutes and see how they look. All right, so it's been 18 minutes, and this is what they look like after 18. They look pretty good. Let's see what the toothpick says. Can you see there's a little bit of dough on there still?
No.
Well, I think there is. I'm going to leave them in just for like another minute or 2, and I think that'll definitely be enough time. Alright, and now I'm just going to pop them out on the cooling rack, let them cool, then you can eat them. Although these are super hot, they do come out very easily and cooked pretty well. Woo. Hot, hot, hot. I'll go ahead and break one open because we're getting a little hungry. We'll have a snack and you guys can see what they look like. So yeah, just your regular old muffins. Here you go, Brian. Brian's filming you, by the way. You want to say hey?
Hey guys.
What do you think?
They're good.
They're very good. That concludes this little cooking episode. If you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up and let us know if you want to see more videos like this, or maybe if you have some other ideas for videos for us to make. Definitely leave those in the comments below. I'll link the recipe that I followed below, and we'll see you guys later. Bye!